ShinRobjira.
Cybot Godzilla will be standing at over 6 inches tall, while flying Mechagodzilla will be standing at over 7 inches tall. Oh boy. Alrighty, it's tag time. On the front of Cybot Godzilla's tag, we are going to see Cybot spelt with an S. There, we got a CSY right there. CSI Gojira. A picture of Cybot Godzilla's goofy looking face. We've got his name in 2 different lenguagos, and we've got Godzilla 2024. Back of the tag will be looking rather simple with just Godzilla on the back. No 1984, 1985, Godzilla Returns, just Godzilla! Godzilla Store exclusive, movie monster series. Side of the tag will be following the shape of that of Godzilla's dorsal fin spine shoots. And here we have the inside of the tag with some scannables and that guy right there. Look at the fangs. Sing it with me, kids. Since this is a Godzilla Store exclusive, we have to double sleeve him and protect him at all costs. Uskaroo, Antapangwu. Mechagodzilla looked like he'd be trying to, I don't know, fighting evil by midnight and winning love by daylight. Kinda looks like he's striking a Bayonetta pose. Anyway, here we see Mechagodzilla 74 flying version on the tag, black and white, Godzilla 2024, Mechagodzilla 1974, blah, 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 blah. Back of the tag, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Godzilla Store exclusive, movie monster series. Side of the tag will be cut out to something of Mechagodzilla, a side profile, underbelly, I don't know. And here's the inside of the tag. Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. He's the one called Tin Can. Up first, we're going to be taking a look at Cybot Godzilla because, believe it or not, this is very much a first for a mainline Bandai vinyl line. For those who are not aware, Cybot Godzilla 1984 and the suit of Godzilla 1984, they don't match, which is why there is this distinct distinction between the two. So just knowing that we now officially have Cybot Godzilla in the movie monster series alongside 1984 is actually quite awesome. These eyes are quite awesome too, if a bit, clearly having seen some shit. I mean, you'd be looking like this too if you missed Ray. The eyes are a bit on the messy side, but for the most part, the overall look and vibe of them, I feel, are lovingly captured. It's just funny how set beneath his very, plain and unangered brow they are. Like, this Godzilla almost looks like he has a unibrow. Like, Speaking of which, let's take a look at these teeth. These teeth are looking pretty clean, loving the distinction of those 2 frontal fangs over here. Very, very nice. Moving to the other side, most of the teeth are pretty much there, save for this one all the way at the end. It's kind of like half there. 'Cause he's halfway gone and he's on his way. And of course, we are going to have a very wide and very plump looking tongue on the inside of Godzilla's mouth. Now, as for paint, we are going to get them on the claws. Both sides, of course. This one looked kind of melty. We're gonna get them on the toes, and I really do dig how the toes ended up looking. I don't know, the way that yellow and white gradients kind of just fades into the black vinyl, it almost looks blue. Almost. You see what I'm saying? I just really dig that. Of course, it's present on the claws too. It just looks cooler on the toes. These were given no space to have black to make it look blue. On the back of Gord Chiller's head over here, we are going to see some paint on those nubbier dorsal fins. It's mostly once we move into the dorsal fins where we'll see more of that color taking shape. Colors have shapes. I can taste the color and feel the love of my father. These dorsal fins look eerily familiar. Why do I feel like I've seen them before? Originally, I was going to say this dorsal fin plug was probably the one from 91 Goji, but then I look at 91 Goji and see, yeah, no. They've got somewhat of the same dip and divot over here, but no, not the same. They've got this cool, almost grayish baby blue hue to them, and the little inklings of crater-like detail on them are very nice. No matter the side of the figure you choose to eye fuck, it's all just good. Good stuff, Bandai. Good. And then we move into the tail, where the dorsal fins are going to take on a color and shape much like the ones up here. And yeah, it's not fully painted all the way to the tip of the tail. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Honestly, I really don't care anymore. But if you do, now you know. Detailing is basic and Godzillian in nature, of course. Something I love about this figure, though, look at that. different details on the bottom of the tail, not just a smoothened out surface. I dig that. I like that. I'm never going to look at it, but I'm still going to praise it. Trademark and Toho Company Ltd. Bandai China, numbers. And that detailing from beneath the cork tree moving up into Godzilla's crotch actually really carries through in a very cool way. And once we leave his beer gut and get into his chestial region, the detailing actually changes. Another cool little quirk of the Cybot that I very much enjoy. I really do like how this looks like a rubber skin just hanging off the side of a gigantic animatronic. Like, I don't know why I'm so drawn to this, but it just looks cool. It's a nice attention to detail. And just look at how long Goji's arms are. My god, he got them grippers. It's another characteristic the Cybot had that the suit did not. It's also what kind of makes the film, at times, just a little hilarious. Oh yeah, and look at the top of his hamburger helper looking at his head. He's got a U-shaped head over here. My god, it almost looks like a thumb scanner. But hey, as far as painting and detailing goes, I'll give this guy a solid star, especially so for detailing. Like, we go from this very tree bark-esque looking stuff, to this very almost Ghidorah looking stuff, to this very bumpy cobblestone road looking stuff. He's got about as much paint as a Godzilla could ask for, say for, you know, all of that, and I'm fine with it. 2 solid stars. Godzilla size comparisons coming right at you. Godzilla Collection and Movie Monster Series Memorial Box 50th Anniversary. New Movie Monster Series and NECA. Bandai Hyper Series Godzilla 1984 and Shokugan Godzilla 1989. The Penguin. And now it's time for articulation. So, full swivel at the arms. Full swivel at the legs. Nothing at the tail. Alright, all y'all are gonna be very upset because unfortunately there is no articulation at the head. Now, of course, I have to do a comparison to a figure that came out long before most of you were born, before I was born too. Let's take a look at the Bandai Vigostein Collection Godzilla 1984. Now, it was never specified if this was an iteration of the Cybot, but going back through history, maybe, you know, this guy had the Cybot on the tag. That might be due to the fact that I think they unveiled Godzilla's design first through that of the Cybot, not the suit. I call him Cybot Godzilla, I do. And as you can see right here, they are the same mold. I think y'all can see just how different these two were from one another. Yes, they are very much different from one another, but they do share some of the same qualities. Some of the same skin texturing. The shapes of the heads are kind of the same. This guy's more of an exhale, while this one's more of a breathe in. My god, look at the doofiness over here. Jesus Christ. The fangs on Cybot Goji are much longer than Suit Goji, and yeah, I don't think I need to do this any longer. But as for why this was done, I don't know, I think Godzilla's design changed during the making of the movie and the Cybot remained while the suit changed. I don't know. Go on ETZilla, maybe they have something about it. Not sponsored. Now, this is a pretty momentous release for the Movie Monster series, as this is the first time Mechagodzilla 74 has ever graced the Movie Monster series. Yeah, as far as Bandai Japan goes, they pretty much just kept reissuing the Godzilla Collection 74. By the time they finally made a Mechagodzilla 75, that kind of just became the default for Showa Mechagodzilla. So the fact that this exists is cool in and of itself. Oh my god, Bandai loves their robots. Look at all that beautiful detailing. His right eye is a bit fucky-wucky though, I will say that. But the pepperoni ears are going to be red. The MG on his bicep is going to be red, so it was clearly just lighting in those promo photos that made them black. Love that the little trimmings over here are actually going to be painted. Nothing like a beautifully painted lymph node. Nothing like a lymph node. And I really do love and enjoy that both on the bicep and on his chest, all over it, we are going to get that differentiation from just stark silver. Honestly, this is all I wanted. Just proper trimming paints, and it's great. Love the presence of all of these rivets practically everywhere. Just look at all that dead space. No! Moving in from the beer gut into the crotch, I can't believe it, but that little triangle is actually painted. That's not lighting. That's actually painted. Holy Christ. Love that this is going to be painted both from the top of his thighs into his crotch pits on both friggin' sides. We're gonna get more of that trimming paint over here along the side, although it does end there. I don't remember if these were painted or not in the movie. Nothing on the inside though. And then moving into his tippy toes, which ironically look like dongs. We got a lot of great detail over here. Sheesh. Trademark in Toho Company Ltd. Bandai China. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Bottom of the feet and the tail, we are going to see the presence of some engines. I mean, he is flying, so this is important. And yeah, your eyes do not deceive you. This is not lighting. The tail is actually painted. And it looks great. Look at all that. The angular details in there. The way it glimmers in the light. I love it. Oh, even the undertail over here is going to look great. Moving on to the opposite side, though, I do have a bit of an abrasion going on here and what looks like a scratch, but I'm really not all that bothered by it. This tail still looks great. And now moving into these dorsal wafer-looking things that kind of look like door stoppers. They're angular. They're really devoid of any other kind of detail, which is fine because I believe this is as movie accurate as we're gonna get. And yeah, these rivets continue from his underside, under his arms, all the way to his back. I like it. Got some nice detailing on the fingies and hands, paint along the wrist and along the shoulders over here. Bandai kinda friggin' cooked with this gentleman. And I really do love how he looks from the front. Look at those clenched teeth and those eyes. And only now do I realize just how off-kilter the orange paint is on his right eye. Oh my god. But the detailing up here is, oh, it's so friggin' good. And look at this. Look at all them rivets. I love it. I love it so much. I really do. And every time I look at his head, I just want to plunge it into that of a top can and just, can't open a can with him. I love this figure a whole bunch, and while that eye paint is definitely going to bother me at some point in my lifetime, right now, not so much. Love that we got the trimmings, love the shiny silver, solid star in terms of paint and detail. Mechagodzilla looks great. Now, let's see how he sizes up to the competition. Godzilla Collection 95 Memorial Box Mechagodzilla, Bandai America, Movie Monster Series Mechagodzilla 2, Original Movie Monster Series 1974. It's not the new one, I didn't get lucky. Shush, that's next week. Titanonucleosis, a whole mess of Mechagodzilla 74 type stuff. Now brace yourselves. You braced? This guy actually has articulation. I'm not lying. It won't be in the legs, it won't be in the head, and it certainly won't be in the tail. That leaves, yes, you guessed it, arm articulation. Yes, you read that right with your ears. Full articulation in the arms. Oh, wow. I didn't see that before. Oh, I didn't see that before either. Paint is going to retain a solid star. I have a bias. And articulation is going to get a solid star because, to be honest, I didn't think it was going to have any at all. So, happy day. Sound off in the comment section down below. You picking these figures up? Were you swayed by my words and actions in this video to pick these up? I don't know, but I would like to know. I've been ShinRobjira. Do so hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time where, I don't know, Movie Monster Series 2024 Godzilla 1974 releases next Thursday. Hurrah. Oh, my bad. That's this Thursday. Damn it.
Look, everybody, they're exactly the same. There's absolutely nothing different from them.